Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. We are with someone playing amazing, beautiful music today. Hi, everybody. I'm Elise. I'm coming in from Pine Lake, Georgia, and I'm so excited today to have a new friend, Cory Seznec, who is in Paris, France, who I met this summer at the Swananoa Gathering, and his playing and singing and everything is so gorgeous. So I'm so excited for him to join us today. But first, I want to say hello to everyone coming in on the live stream. Let's wave and say hello to them. Hi. Mwah. And this is day 1258. Can y'all believe I actually know it? I wrote it down. I added up from last week. This is the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you to Carpe Diem Arts for bringing us all together every single day since April of 2020. Before we get started, I would like to say hello to every single beautiful person in this room. Hello to Joe, who says she's in Tacoma Park, but actually she is in New Hampshire. Hello, Kevin, with your beautiful flute in DC. Hello, Fran. Hello, Bob and Mabel and the Bears. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Hello, Trish in Victoria. Hello, Athena in Brooklyn. Hello, Nancy and the Irish Cow. Susan G. and Sheila in Florida. Hello, Cricket dancing in Maryland, Arlene in Berkeley, and Terry in DC. Hello, Storm, not wearing a hat today. Hello, Luda in Victoria. Hello, Karen in Oregon, Deli in Maryland, Kay in Texas, Annette in California, breathing. Hello, Bronwyn in Victoria, Elizabeth and Kevin in New Hampshire. So good to see you. Hello, Jamie in Victoria, Nancy and Caroline in DC, LMG in Connecticut, Hoda in BC, and Bruce and Aaron and Anna. Hello, Anna. Hello, Anna in Cambridge. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Greetings from Georgia. Hello, everyone. So good to have you with us. And I'm super excited to introduce you to a new friend of mine and a new person for the Daily Antidote. This is Cory Seznec coming in from Paris, France. Welcome, Cory. We're so excited to have you here and to hear not only your beautiful song, but especially your amazing guitar playing, which I am completely in love with.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Elise. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure to be.
Absolutely. So
Nice to.
just tell us about your song and maybe if you can teach us the chorus and
Sure.
then you can, if you want, you can do the whole song first or however you'd
Sure.
like to do it.
The core. I thought the reason I picked this song was it kind of has a little bit of this kind of Crosby, Stills, and Nash touch to it, where you could just harmonize wherever you really want, but you might hear it intuitively. It's I don't know if you have the lyrics pulled up there. It's just this part that says Trailblazer, Hellraiser, Game Changer. The very end of the tune, it switches to Protector, Creator, Objector. But anyway, I'll just do the chorus real quick, how I sing it, and then whoever wants to, if you hear a voice, there's the I'm singing. I think it's the fifth, but someone can sing the tonic or the third. Anyway, I'll play it, and you guys can see how you like it. Trailblazer, Hellraiser, Game Changer, who sees a way in the middle of a storm. So that's it. That's the chorus. Um, so someone Blazer, that voice. I could hear that voice. Blazer. I hear that voice as well. Obviously be an octave lower for those who are having trouble with that high note, or in unison with me, whatever you all feel like. So yeah, is that good enough? Do you want me to do it again? Do you want me to,
Well,
or should I
why don't
play?
we do the chorus a couple times and then just go
Okay.
right into the song?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Sounds good. Let me just make sure I'm doing it. Yeah. It's the Hellraiser is the second one, right? Let me switch this. Trailblazer, Hellraiser, Game Changer, who says
Trailblazer, game changer, eraser, who sees a way in the middle of a storm.
Did I just invert those, or was that right? I forget.
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
even know.
We follow
Yeah.
you no matter what you do.
Okay.
Let's see the whole
I'm
thing.
sure to do Hellraiser second. Just all right. Another time. Is that good, or should we?
That's good. Let's do the whole song.
Okay.
Uncle B's plane fell from the sky, giving up his life so ours wouldn't die. Prophets gotta follow that shining light, reaching for the answers in the astral heights. Gotta get clean in the face of the lights, gotta do what's right before she says goodbye. Trailblazer, you never get what you do. It's always next in line who shows it to be true.
I'm getting there.
Be the folly that becomes a norm. If you see the light in the middle of the storm, be the folly that becomes a norm. Who sees a way in the middle of the storm? Trailblazer, Hellraiser, game changer, who sees a way in the middle of the storm? Everyone sees what they want to see. Corrections made where it's easy. All we need is a good, clean fight. Man's just got to demand his rights. But what are rights when everything's lost? Keep pushing that line until there's nothing to cross. So let's tie a ribbon round the old yew tree. See where we're going and who we used to be. A sigil for a journey from this world to the next. In the belly of the woods it changed my flesh. At the shimmering lake my soul was burned. The wheels of the land are about to turn. Trailblazer, Hellraiser, game changer, who sees a way in the middle of the storm?
A little bridge.
Protector, creator, objector, who sees a way in the middle of a storm?
beautiful. Let's take a breath, everyone. Yeah. I so wish we could hear Kevin. Maybe we'll unmute Kevin later with his flute.
Love to hear
That
that.
would
Yeah.
be, sometimes that can happen. Um, so many questions. The first
Mm,
one I think is people would love to hear more about the source of this song, what
sure.
inspired it, and who.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good question. And much like a lot of these songs and songs we all write, it just comes from a few, I grabbed from a few different sources. It was originally spawned by the opening line is Uncle B was my mom's uncle who died prematurely in a plane crash. He was a test pilot, and it was just like he was testing planes so that they would be safe, and he died as like a, he was quite a guy. I think he wasn't even 30. And so
wow.
that was just in our family, that memory of, and that sort of that loss. And as I think we got into COVID and all this, and obviously all the realities, the kind of some of the grimmer realities in front of us in terms of climate change and all these other things, issues we're being confronted with, and we're all feeling like our backs are up against the wall there. And it was kind of like, who's going to be the trailblazer, and who's going to be the hellraiser, the game changer, the protector, the creator, the objector? Who are these people who we're probably not even going to hear about and not even know their names, who are actually going to help us change things for the better, and get us to where we need to go,
Yeah,
at least on the right path somehow or another. So
yeah,
that was it, and then it's just the various lyrics, and at the end it's sort of a bit of a psychedelic kind of trip into sort of what happens when you try to change your own journey as well. That's the last verse is a sort of more of a personal one.
beautiful. It's beautiful songwriting. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Tell us a little bit about your guitar playing because it's
Yeah. Thank you. The This song actually was inspired by a mix of sources. Again, just like this tune itself, the lyrics itself. I'm really employing like a kind of an up and down finger style pattern that for me harks to kind of John Fahey's playing, or people like that from the kind of a 60s folk song kind of style. But then the actual tuning I'm using is based on what I was hearing from the North African guy, the Northern Malian guys, especially Ali Farka Touré, players like that from Northern Mali, from the Songhai or Sorai region of Mali. And I just heard, especially I think one or two songs that Ali Farka was doing, and I just heard I don't even know if he was using exactly this tuning, but it was just a lot of the notes I was hearing. So it's a weird tuning. I can give it to you for the musicians out there. It's a G, B flat, D, G, C, F. So it's a kind of a weird G minor, strange G minor tuning that I've capoed up to the fourth fret. And it just gives you a bunch of, it's kind of strange. What I love about these types of tunings is I don't think theory or anything at all. I just kind of put my fingers where, oh, that sounds nice. Right, and I experiment a lot with like muting. So if I'll take like a piece of foam, and I'll change the sound. I love that. So or sort of, I didn't actually do it because I was like, I'm always doing it now. So I'm like, I can't not do it anymore. So I'm trying to like, okay, tape, like, stop, calm down.
it gives it a little bit of a sound like the Cora.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I play with a Cory player for the two Cory players. One is based in Paris. Her name It's a woman Cory player, which is great because you don't see too many of those. Her name is Seni Kamara, and a guy I play with in England named Amadou Diagne. They're both Senegalese, and they're great Cory players. And I play with them, so sometimes I have to kind of figure out how to. They've got 22 strings, and I got six, so I kind of got to figure out
Oh,
how
wow.
to figure out kind of how to play along with them. So.
So you've lived many places. You spent quite a bit of time in Ethiopia, right?
Yeah, my wife was working in development in Ethiopia. She kind of sprung it on me as like, oh, uh, I'm applying for this job in Ethiopia. I probably won't get it. I was like, okay. And then like 6 months later, she's like, I got the job. You want to move? And so it was like, okay, let's do this. And we moved for 3.5 years to Ethiopia and got to travel around the country a lot, and also in Kenya and some other places, Tanzania, places like that. Um, it was an amazing experience, and I'm also kind of heartbroken in what's happening in Ethiopia right now, given the fact that, especially when I was there, it was such a beautiful and easy place to live in so many ways. It was obviously very impoverished in many ways, but a very easy place to live for what they call the Farangi, who are the us foreigners. Who it wasn't you didn't have to watch your back and stuff like that. It was quite a nice place to live, and total eye opener. Just a radically different experience than a lot of other places because it hasn't really been colonized like a lot of other countries. So it really has this its sort of own culture, and they're very proud of that, and they should be. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I have some students from Ethiopia, and also at our big world market, everybody that works there almost is from Ethiopia. And so I've been
Hmm.
learning Amharic because I want to always be like polite
Ah,
and say things in Amharic with them. So they're always like,
that's
"Where did
no,
you learn that? Have you been to
yeah, all
Ethiopia?" And I said,
diplomatics.
"No, I learned it right here at the market."
Yep, that's it. That's great. That's really great. Good on you.
But you've really, I don't know, you've found your own kind of style
I'm
inspired by so
finding
many
my own style. It's been a long time, and it's feeling like I'm
parts.
starting to get there. It's never quite there, but you're always like, it's like, oh, it's taken 20 years or whatever, but I feel like I'm getting to this point where it's more the kind of idea of making it as seamless as possible. So it's not like, oh, I'm doing a Malian song now, or I'm doing a Kenyan song. I'm kind of trying to make it my own sound and have it all kind of be. It's kind of I don't want it to be a soup. I want it to be a kind of a nice fine dining experience, but but it's I'm trying to make a kind of my own sound out of this little gumbo of different influences for sure.
Well, you
Yeah.
have a couple of new projects coming out. Tell us about
Yes,
that.
I have a new album coming out with my band Tuki, which is a UK based, but we're starting to hopefully expand a little bit from the UK. And our new album will be released early next year, and we're really excited about it. We recorded it at Real World Studios in where it's Peter Gabriel's studios, so that was really a great experience. And I also have another album, my own album. I think it's my fourth album, yeah, coming out. It's kind of my COVID album. It was one that I produced. I worked with two guys, and we really kind of pieced it together. We had a lot of time on our hands, so we arranged it all, pieced it all together, put a lot of different elements, and it's kind of a more produced album. But I'm proud of it as well, and that should be coming out in that's coming out in early January. So and I probably could use some support for that for anyone who wants to buy the album ahead of time. I can send you a link to that.
That would
Uh,
be great. Yeah, our tech people are always amazing at immediately putting links into the chat. So I'm sure those will links will be there shortly.
Great,
Yeah, and yeah, the Daily folks love supporting the artists that are here.
appreciated.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know numbers. Maybe Joe can unmute for 1 second and tell us how many different artists have we had on the Daily Antidote? So
I
many.
think I think we're over 500 at this point.
Wow.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
amazing.
It's incredible and from many different places. One of our hosts is from India. And yeah, we've had folks from South America,
Well,
from
that's so
Africa,
cool.
from Europe. Yeah, it's an incredible program. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing.
let's see. Is there anything else you want to tell us about before we do the song again? What you're up to or what you've
I
been
was
up
just looking at the chat a little bit. I mean, if someone asked me what took me to Paris, I've been here. I'm a little bit of a cheater because I'm half French. My dad is French. I grew up in the States, but so it was kind of like I was always coming back to France in various ways for vacation or see family members, what have you. And then my wife and I just ended up moving here because she got a job, and I have a whole basically I can work here pretty well. I have a whole network here, so it's we're here. We're happy. We're getting a little bit of that 7 year itch It's been 7 years, and it literally is an itch of like, what's next? Especially when you have that kind of Ethiopian experience, or even getting back to the States. We miss coming back to every time. Like I know it was Mary Flower who told me, "Oh, Swannanoa is a bubble." I know it's a bubble, but I was like, I miss the good vibes of this stuff, this kind of experience, and much like what you have going on in this sort of virtual setting. It's the same thing. There's a lot of love, and I really appreciate that, and I miss that. And I think in America, we have to keep hammering that as much as possible, because that is what the great strength is. And every time I go back, I feel like I don't get as much of that here as I do when I go back there. I don't know what that is exactly. It's a whole debate we don't need to get into, but but I do love that, and that sense of community, and I really hope this keeps going, and I hope I can get back, and maybe we'll move back too,
Yeah,
and
well, we would love to have you back again another
yeah,
time. So maybe we'll have you back when you're to celebrate your new album.
great,
Um,
lovely. Yeah.
but for now, let's do this beautiful song again.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want it with the muted guitar sound this time? How about that?
Oh yeah, let's do it. And maybe we can unmute Kevin like at the end when there's
Yeah,
some.
I'll give you a solo, Kevin. How about that? I'll give you a little space for it. So I'll give you like a nod or something like this, or just say Kevin, okay? All right, here we go.
Uncle B's plane fell from the sky, giving up his life so others wouldn't die. Prophets gotta follow that shining light, reaching for the answers in the astral heights. Gotta get clean in the face of the lies, gotta do what's right before she says goodbye.
Here we go.
Trailblazer, you never get what you do. It's always next in line who shows it to be true. Be the folly that becomes the norm. You see the light in the middle of the storm. Be the folly that becomes the norm. Who sees the way in the middle of the storm? Trailblazer, Hellraiser, game changer. Who sees a way in the middle of the storm?
Some ooze.
Everyone sees what they want to see. Corrections made where it's easy. All we need is a good clean fight. Man's just got to demand his rights. But what are rights when everything's lost? Keep pushing that line until there's nothing to cross. So let's tie a ribbon round the old yew tree. Learn where we're going and who we used to be. Essential for our journey from this world to the next. In the belly of the woods, I changed my flesh. At the shimmering lake, my soul was burned. The wheels of the land are about to turn. Trailblazer, Hellraiser, game changer. Who says away in the middle of the storm?
Maybe Kevin.
protector, creator,
Yeah, Kevin.
objector, who sees a way in the middle of the storm.
Oh, oh, I
Thank
could
you,
just
Kevin. Amazing.
listen
Thank
to
you.
that guitar playing all day. Thank you, Kevin, for playing your flute. We always wish we could hear you all the time. Wish we could hear everyone singing your harmonies. And yeah, Corey, you may not know about this, but there is a vehicle that we're going to be taking on tour that's sort of a combination of bus, plane, train, balloon. I don't know. It's a special Daily Antidote vehicle.
Wow. Wow.
We want to keep up with you so that we know if you're not in Paris anymore,
Hmm.
we'll be sailing whatever. Oh, yeah, there's water as well
Love it.
in it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
That's
um,
fascinating.
anyway, we will have Kevin definitely on board to be adding his beautiful flute. Thank you so much,
Excellent.
Kevin. Thank you, Corey. So beautiful
Pleasure.
to have you with us here today. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you for those people coming in on the live stream. Thanks again to the Carpe Diem Arts for bringing us all together every single day. Day 1258 on the Daily Antidote of Song. Can't believe it. Amazing. Okay, time to say farewell to each of you. Let's see. Who sees the light in the middle of the storm? What octave shall I sing in? Thank you, Kevin, for your beautiful playing. Thank you, Fran, for joining in. Bob and Mabel and the Bears, Trish and Victoria, Athena in Brooklyn. Susan G is telling me it's 1259. I guess I did my math wrong. I'm so sorry. Sheila in the storm, Cricket in Maryland, Arlene in Berkeley, and Luda in Victoria. Thank you, Dally in Maryland, Jamie in Victoria, Ned in California, Nancy and your Irish cow, Aloysius always on the go, Martha and Storm in Massachusetts, Joe, not in Tacoma Park but in New Hampshire, and Anne in Cambridge. Thank you, Kay in Texas, and Elizabeth in California, Caroline in DC, LMG in Connecticut, and Hoda and Aaron. Thank you for making us look and sound so good all the time. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, everybody on the Daily Antidote of Song. Oops, I've gone into a different kind of scale. Thank you again, Corey, for being with us. Thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. See
Thank
you,
you.
uh, actually, see you tomorrow with Malcolm Dalglish. Yeah, see y'all tomorrow.